What up, motherfuckers? It's your boy, the hater, up in this piece, and I'm going for a nice little walk. I see a lot of crows nearby, so maybe Karrion Kross will pop up and say hello to your boy, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say a couple of things here. Number one, I am going to start doing subscriber shout-outs, motherfucks, but I've been a bit busy and I've been doing these videos like on the run. So, you know, I haven't been able to look at who my new subscribers are, but there are many, as you guys know. And with that being said, also thank you to the people that keep donating. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do a nice little thing. If you donate some money to your boy, you have the right to request one video, motherfucks. One video, and we'll see how that goes. I mean, anyone can really request the videos, and we'll see how that goes. And maybe I'll do them, maybe I won't. I think I will, though, so keep that in mind. Cucks, I like to reward everybody that has donated somehow, and that's what I can do, you know what I'm saying? Before we do the hater sweepstakes coming to you soon, but that's later. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. Cucky Rhodes. Also, for those of you that don't know, subscribe right now. What are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. Help your boy out, you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment, share, like, follow me on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? At hatercucks. I'll start having a Twitter presence. But now let's get to it. I was thinking today, motherfucks, how nobody really likes Cody Rhodes. Now, hear me out, you know what I mean? People certainly cheer for this asshole, but I will argue that nobody actually likes him. Same way that I will argue that nobody likes Sami Zayn. People just like what these people allegedly represent, what they stand for, if you will, right? The problem is, whereas Sami Zayn's push at least makes some sense, in my opinion it's undeserved, but it makes some sense, right? Cody Rhodes' push is based on a lie, right? It's based on the premise that for some reason, nepotism, Cody Rhodes deserves to main event WrestleMania. In other words, it's not like he came and he earned his way, right? He earned his stripes. Now, I understand. I don't really care about earning your stripes. Look at my videos on that from the past, cucks. Especially my video on Technical Worker Productions where they said, oh, hater didn't earn his stripes. Kiss my ass. I don't believe in earning stripes. But what I do believe in is if you're going to present it as if someone has earned their stripes, you need to make sure that they have earned their stripes, right? You see what I'm saying? Cody Rhodes has been presented as a guy who has been working really hard to become WWE champion. But here's the kicker, right? His hard work did not happen in WWE. His hard work happened elsewhere. So, to me, it seems like the argument lends itself to the following conclusion. Because Cody Rhodes helped out in other organizations, he should go be their world champion. You know what I'm saying? Not WWE's world champion. As far as I'm concerned, Cody Rhodes has yet to draw a dime in WWE. Do you really think anybody bought the pay-per-view because Cody Rhodes was in the main event? It's just like Paul Heyman said to Roman Reigns during the match, where he said, it doesn't matter who you're wrestling, Roman, now kick his ass, right? And Paul Heyman said, he said, people are here to watch you wrestle. It doesn't matter who the other guy is. It just so happens that this time it's Cucky Rhodes. And even Michael Cole said, Paul Heyman is worth every penny, because that was a good point. Michael Cole knew that was true. In other words, motherfucks, at this point, the challengers to Roman Reigns are no longer relevant in terms of who they actually are. What really matters is the story behind them. And the story must be consistent. For Cucky Rhodes, it's not consistent, because the story is that this guy has worked his ass off and he deserves it. Even Cucky Rhodes in the promo on Raw last night, he said as much. He basically said, well, I don't have to earn it because I am it. What? What? And this is being presented as the predicate behind his now feud with Brock Lesnar, right? Essentially, Lesnar represents the hater and the hater's fans who think, wait a second, where did this guy come from and why is he in the main event? Why aren't I in the main event? Says Brock Lesnar, right? Now, I'm not saying we should have Brock versus Roman Reigns again or anything like that, but the point stands. The idea of this guy came out of nowhere and now he's main eventing WrestleMania. Why? Because he threw Gunther out of the Royal Rumble and two other jobbers? Come on, let's be real, you know? Essentially, what I'm getting at is this. Cody Rhodes knows. He knows that he's not exciting and likable because he has never been exciting or likable. He has never drawn a dime, motherfucks. He's never drawn a dime. And as a result of that, the entire premise, the entire concept of the match, and therefore the push, has to be based upon the fact that Cody Rhodes somehow magically deserves it, right? But isn't it funny, cucks? Isn't it funny how the same people that are marking out for Cody Rhodes are hypocrites, right? What happened to John Cena deserving it? Remember when he actually would go to Raw and wrestle every week? Remember that, motherfucks? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Cena doesn't deserve it. He's taking the spot away from my precious Ziggler. Is he? Well, what about Cody Rhodes? Whose spot is he taking away by wrestling 5 times in a year and a half? Okay, 5 times in a year. I don't want to like exaggerate, right? But think about it. Think about it. He won the Royal Rumble, and then as far as I'm concerned, he didn't wrestle since. He had a match with like Finn Balor and one with Sol Sikoa, but who cares? These are mid-card nobodies, if that. Like Sol Sikoa is not even a mid-carder. He's just like an undercard guy as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? But what did Cody Rhodes do? What did he do to earn it? He won the Rumble, and then he immediately took the position of I'm the guy that won the Rumble. Therefore, I don't have to wrestle at the next pay-per-view, right? What the hell was that about? Who the hell does this guy think he is? Does he think he is the Undertaker or something? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's the Undertaker. Do you guys think he's the Undertaker? Because to me, he looks nothing like the Undertaker. He looks like a jobber. And even Undertaker, when he was like, you know, part-time, before he became like super part-time, he would wrestle, right? And he would wrestle usually, or he would at least appear at the pay-per-view before WrestleMania. You know what I mean? He would show up in some capacity to further his feud or do something. You know what I mean? So what exactly is it that we need to establish here for Cucky Rhodes? You know, he won the opening match, and then what did he do? What did he do? You tell me, motherfucks. What did Cody Rhodes do at Elimination Chamber? Did he have a match? I don't remember. I don't remember him being there, motherfucks. I remember seeing Bobby Lashley. I remember seeing Edge. I remember seeing Austin Theory. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I even remember seeing Roman Reigns. But who did I not see? Cody Rhodes, the guy that had to be there the most. Roman Reigns at this point has been champion for 3 years almost. So what the hell does it matter if Roman Reigns appears or doesn't appear at WrestleMania? Nobody really cares, right? I mean, not at WrestleMania, at Elimination Chamber. Nobody really cares. He can just ride it out to Mania, right? But even he appeared, but Cody Rhodes didn't. And exactly the reason for that is very simple. The reason is that he really does think that he is better than everyone. He has bought into his own hype like CM Punk. And we know how we feel about CM Punk in this channel, cucks. Think about it. Cody Rhodes is the biggest mark for himself. He built an entire company based around him, right? Then left that company, took the glory, which somehow worked. If I were Vince McMahon and Triple H, I would have had this guy go feud with like, I don't know, Dominic Mysterio maybe? What was he doing before Rey Mysterio? Maybe I'd have him go feud with, I don't know, Giovanni Vinci. I don't think he's doing much, motherfucks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have him do. I'd have him have these meaningless feuds with The Miz and things like that until he actually got over on his own. You know? Because these chants would not happen if he wasn't pushed to the moon. In other words, the conclusion that I can draw here is this. If you took out anybody else, right, and put them in the Cody Rhodes situation, you would have the same exact thing happen. As a matter of fact, this happened when Nakamura was positioned to win the Rumble, and he did, right? Think about that, motherfucks. Think about that. Then what happened? Nothing, right? So, in summation, Cody Rhodes does not have any actual fans. Nobody really likes Cody Rhodes, motherfucks. People just like what he stands for. And what he stands for, in my opinion, is not something that should be propagated as a good thing. Nepotism, being the son of a quote-unquote legend, you know what I'm saying? Like, also, let's not pretend that Dusty Rhodes was this guy that everyone liked. Let's be real. Most of us never saw this asshole wrestle in his prime, right? We may have seen him here and there in WCW, here and there wearing the polka dots, here and there coming for a battle royal or to support Goldust or Cody Rhodes or something. But nobody really was around when Dusty Rhodes was like in his prime, right? Nobody really cared about Dusty Rhodes. Let's be real. He was always like the fifth guy. You know what I mean? There were always people that were better than him. And the realities are, Dusty Rhodes never won the WWE title or WWF title, or as far as I'm concerned, I don't think he won the WCW title either, did he? I don't remember him in WCW when I started watching in the 90s. So what the hell did this guy do? You know, is he really a legend? You know, he's a legend the same way that Alpha and Sika are legends. Like, nobody gave a fuck who the fuck they were until their children became more interesting, right? Nobody cared at all, right? So the idea that people are legends is just complete exaggeration, right? I'm not saying Dusty Rhodes wasn't good. He was always fun. He was charismatic from the clips that I've watched, because unlike everybody else, I'm not going to pretend that I was around watching and marking out for Dusty Rhodes, who was a fat guy in polka dots who would dance like an idiot. I'm not going to pretend that I was a big fan of Dusty Rhodes, because the hater is as authentic as they get, cucks. So everybody else saying, oh, Dusty's proud of Cody. How the fuck do you know if he's proud of Cody or not? You know what I'm saying? Cody didn't get it done, motherfuckers. He didn't get the job done. So with that being said, Cody Rhodes sucks, you know, and the thing that pains me the most is that he has the potential to be somebody, right? He has the physique, he has a look, He takes himself seriously when he wants to, right? But he refuses to do the job. He refuses to go out there and get jobbed out. And even when he does, he makes it about himself. Oh, Brock Lesnar. Oh, I'm the predator. You're the prey. Shut the fuck up. Nobody believes that shit for a second. You know what I'm saying? If the match between Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes ends like they're setting it up to end, with Cody Rhodes hitting like 17 crossroads on Lesnar, then that's just ridiculous. It should end like this. Brock Lesnar and Cody have a match. Lesnar F5s his skinny ass. Cody Rhodes kicks out once or twice maybe, just to put him over, and then Brock Lesnar wins. That's how it should end. You know what I mean? Because I refuse to believe that the guy that beat Omos cannot beat Cody Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? That's just ridiculous. If you're going to go this route, in my opinion, honestly, at this point, I really believe that the best course of action for Cucky Rhodes is to have Lesnar destroy him, right? He can be out for 2 months, then he can come back and have a legitimate push where he goes from wrestling people like Dominic Mysterio, right, to beating, I don't know, Gunther or whoever the fuck is going to be the mid-card champion, right? He can have a program with Montez Ford that everyone likes, and then eventually he can go to the Royal Rumble and be screwed out of the Royal Rumble again. Then he can win some bullshit at Elimination Chamber and then get a title shot or put himself into the main event of WrestleMania again. And then if he wins, then it's going to be a real moment, motherfucks, because he put in the work to justify having the character of someone that put in the work. If you want to push him to the moon without any actual effort, then you can do that too. But he's got to be a heel. He can't be a face and do this. This is heel behavior. How did this guy earn a match against Roman Reigns? Why? Why? Because he wrestled Rusev and Darby Allin and fucking Orange Cassidy? Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here. This guy couldn't even beat Jericho. How's he going to beat Lesnar? How's he going to beat Roman Reigns? That being said, motherfucks, that's your video today. So, look forward to more videos because as you guys have noticed, the hater does things every day now. So get wrecked, motherfucks.